Hi, my name is Don Sao, and today I will be presenting a video on creating effective presentations for adult learners. Androgyny is the study of how adults learn. American educator Malcolm Knowles developed four principles and made five assumptions regarding the characteristics of adult learners. His four principles are: adults are involved in the planning and evaluation of their instruction and their learning. Experiences, both good and bad, provide the basis for their learning. Adults have more interest in learning about subjects that are immediately relevant to their job or their social position or their future job. Learning is problem centered rather than content oriented. Those five assumptions are: self concept. As a person matures, their concept moves from being one of dependent, requiring directions towards self direction. Adult learner experience. Adults bring the accumulated experiences that they have encountered to their current learning environment. Adults are ready to learn. They learn because they want to learn. It's tied to their interest or their social position. They have they have a desire to immediately implement the learning that they are doing. And adults are also motivated to learn um, intrinsically rather than being required to learn. The whys of using the adult learning assumptions when you are designing professional development or learning experience for adults. Adults need input into the process. They're more independent. They only want to learn things that are relevant to them. So you need to get their input when you're processing stuff. All tasks and activities in the learning experience should be experience based. There should be real life applications and the reason behind why we're learning stuff. And finally, provide them with opportunities to absorb the information that's being presented to them rather than expecting them to just memorize it. For best practices, when you are designing stuff for adults, best practices are: adults need to have input into the process, so explaining to them why this learning is happening. Task oriented, giving them stuff to do that rather than telling them what to do and then telling them why they should do it. It should be, the task should be self directed somewhat. You want to keep in mind the experience of the participants. You will have new people in the field, people with lots of experience. And so you need to provide opportunities for the new people to learn and the people with experience to extend their knowledge. And that is my last comment here, which is having the learning be somewhat self directed with learning supports in place as they are needed. We all have biases. We carry some sort of biases. It could be towards the genders, sexual orientation, age, race, ethnicity, social, economic status, and disabilities. We should acknowledge them and strive to be bias free and inclusive when presenting our work or working with others. Biases can affect our ability to have a positive impact when presenting professional development. The biases of the audience could affect their buy in to what we're trying to teach them. Ways to overcome the bias is getting to know your community. Establish and build a positive relationship with the communities you will be working with, whether that's teachers, staffs, or the other adult learners in a business environment. Being conscious of the words and the images you use in your presentation. You want to avoid assumptions. You want to use a collection of diverse pictures, ensuring that all groups are fairly represented. Use first person language when appropriate when talking about any kind of non typical behavior or disability. Provide translation services where appropriate. That could be in print or with a translator or a hearing interpreter. And be willing to change when something is pointed out to you that you have a wrong assumption or you've made a mistake, rather than just ignoring it. Be willing to change, willing to learn to grow. Thank you very much.